Alright you guys, welcome back to another video. But before we start today, I just want to go ahead and say, YouTube, stop. YouTube keeps disabling my comments, and I really don't feel like there's any reason to. I'm completely fine with having my comments on, so YouTube moderator, if you're watching this, please stop. Anyways, disregarding that, let's just get straight to the video. Alright you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to make probably the easiest CV1 NPC that you can possibly make. So, first, you want to go to your watch, go to backpack, and open your maker pen, which if you have it favorited, you can just pull it out here, but whatever you need to do, just do that. Then, I'm going to just go ahead and bring you guys over to me so that you guys can see. I'm going to go to Padlet, which I think the easiest way you just look up piston. Now we're mostly just gonna be today going for the CV1 legacy, so yeah. So make sure you have grid mode on because that will be useful. So just gonna do that. Now make sure they're just all straight and in opposite directions. Right now that you have this basic layout, configure each one and change the distance. I'll change it to like a really high number. Like I'm gonna do 90,000. You can do whatever you want. Just make sure it's a high number and make sure that you change them all to the same distance. Yep. And final one. Alright, now that we've got this, wait, let me just get rid of that streamer cam. Oh, wait. I see that I made a mistake, so we gotta just make sure, like I said, that they're all straight. Which I'll just do that. Just make sure they're all straight. It doesn't really matter exactly where they're at, where they are. It just has to be pointing straight in each direction. Now, we're gonna get a trigger volume. This right here. Oh, whoopsie. Here, let's just do that. Now, for the purpose of making this easy, make sure that they're all facing out. You just want to, for each piston that we have here, have a trigger volume. I moved these up a bit, actually, so we have some room. Yeah, that's perfect. So now, go ahead, clone this. Make it, keep track, so keep track of, make it, sorry for shaking, sorry. Keep it on objects, so that it makes it a little green here, you know. So now, what we're gonna do, is we're gonna do that. Oop. And make sure, like I said, it's facing outward like that. And we're just gonna do that. We're gonna put it in here. Basically. Perfect. I'm just gonna do this for each side. In the middle here, in this little square that we've created, get out a look at gizmo. See, this says look at, grab it. And want you to put one right about there. Roughly in the middle. And you need to get out a combinator chip. You see one of these, this is a combinator chip. So now we have the basic build of the NPC. We just gotta add some finishing details. Like, okay. So now really all you gotta do is I don't know if you hear my dog, but if you do, that's my dog. So choose a piston. I'm gonna choose this one. We're gonna grab it and just pull it up to the tip one. Bolt. And you just do that. And we don't do it on the last one. We do not do it on the last one. That is perfect right there. Now, what you also want to do with this one right here is, I think you want to, you gotta do this. Yeah. Just stick the tip to this right here. That right there. Now you want to do that. You want to hook it, the tip to each trigger point. Alright, now that we got this, we don't really need to do a lot with this. Really all we gotta do is, we'll get to it later. I don't want to explain it right now, it's a little difficult. Alright, so with the green one on each one, this is why I wanted it to be out so it'd be easier to wire. Get this, and you put it right here. Green to red on each one. Green to red. Green to red. Green to red. We've already done this one. Alright. So now, we gotta put the red right here. So the green on each one. Red, green, oh, dang it. Red, green. It's always just the red to the green when it's wiring with this thing. And now we've got the basic build. We've got a pretty. We're really close to being done. So just gonna add this finishing detail. Get a cube. Really get any shape. And put it right here. I would put it enough so that when the look at gizmo is turned, like I'll show you. So get you one. Make it really small. We don't want it to be big. You just wanna this right here, wire it to that right there. Now I really recommend getting it in the center. So you just wanna kind of move it over here, and then make sure you just like move it over here. Make sure, okay, that's roughly the center. So now I would just go ahead and check, like rotate it in the direction and just make sure that it's in the, just make sure that in each one it'll be in the trigger volume, right? Because that cube has to be in the trigger volumes for it to work. So now that we have this, configure this cube right here, configure this little man. Now you just give it a tag. Give it any tag. Really, I'm just going to use 1, 2, 3 because that's usually what I do with NPCs. You can do whatever you want. Just remember that tag right there. Because now, you're going to do this. You're going to give that tag to each one right here. Filter by tag. Put in whatever tag you did on each one. 1, 2, and 3. Let me just make sure that it worked. It worked. Alright, so now we're just gonna do this. And I recommend to start off, now the red one right there, that will be the speed of your NPC, and I would recommend starting at 200. You can work your way up to the speed that you want for it. But now, really what you want to do is get the look at gizmo to look at the person, so that it'll look over at the person, putting the cube in the trigger volume and moving the piston towards the man. So let's I'll show you guys how to use a look at gizmo while I'm at it. So this is what you do. Make it look at a player. Yeah, make sure it's looking at the head. Now we're gonna do roll. Now make sure it's closest. Now, I wouldn't add any smoothing amount, but if you want to add if you want to add one, I would recommend putting it at 1, which I'm not. But if you want to, you can to make it a little smoother when it turns. But now I'll show you guys how to use roll chips to make it look at gizmo. So you look up roll. Now get a roll chip and get a roll mapper chip. You don't really have to name the roll, but if you want to, you can just configure this and like name it. But I'm not gonna do it just because I don't really feel like it, if I'm being honest. Now change this right here. to mode, make it add player role, make it role mapping to whatever role you had. Like let's say you had new role, role mapping to new role. So now that we have that, I'm gonna get another trigger volume. Sorry for making this complicated. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible, but I'm not really good at tutorials. We're gonna wire this to this, and so now when you ever get in there, it'll give you whatever role you have, and we want the look at gizmo to look at the role you had, so we're just gonna flip that to new role. Also, make sure when you're using this look at gizmo that you configure this and you press the plus and make sure it has a 1 right there, because then it's on. So now, let's see how this works. Boop. Yep, you see how it's following me? You see how it's moving towards me? That's how it works. Now, what I'm gonna do is, and this is good for like if you want to just reset it or whatever. What did they do with it? I haven't used this in a while. No. Not really what I want to reset gadgets. Where's reset gadgets at? Man, technical difficulties.
5 minutes later.
I don't know if I'm stupid or Rec Room's stupid, but I never found the reset gadgets, so, now, I'm just gonna show you guys how, like, let's say you want a man to chase you. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now, so let me just, once again, bring that over to me. So now you can see me right now. Alright, so what we're gonna do, let's say I want, let's see, I'm just gonna go through my inventions. Let me just, as a matter of fact, just put, I'm gonna just, yep. We're just gonna get this random Huggy Wuggy invention. This looks disgusting. And it's lagging my game a bit, so I'm just gonna... Dang it. I'm gonna get rid of this man. Every bit of this man. Except that head. Alright. This is gonna chase us. This is low effort. This right here is gonna chase us, okay? Let's just say you want something to chase you in specific. You just put it facing up, like where the look at gizmo is. Make sure that, okay, so whenever it's looking, the thing's gonna be this way, so make sure that it's on the right way, because it'll look funky if it don't. You'll see what I mean if you make that mistake, which is alright if you do. I did have before. So now that you have it connected, yeah, you just wire this to the tip. I forgot to make. Just wire that. Just wire this to the tip. Make sure that there's a little brown wire connected. And let's see if this works. Boop. Yeah. Now I have this demonic huggy head chasing me. So, yeah. So, yeah, if you like this video, if this helped you out at all, please give me a thumbs up, because right now, no subscribers, no likes, no views, no nothing, really. So, if you could do some stuff like that for me, I would feel good, and I'll feel good, and I'll do more tutorials if you like this one. So, yeah, I'm also probably next weekend gonna make an update to this to make him go up and down, because, dang it, not a lot of, I grabbed my streamer cam, not a lot of people know how to do that. So, yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hey, did you like this video? If you like this video, I bet you'll like this one right here, and this one right here. And if you feel like subscribing, I don't know where I'm gonna put it. I think it'll be like right up there or something. But yeah, see you guys in the next one.